So, yeah.
Thank you very much. Vanakkam. Unfortunately, I won't be able to deliver my speech in Tamil, but hopefully you will understand my speech. It won't be very hard English. So I was not brought up over here. I learn English over here. So first of all, I would like to thank you for inviting for this special event as JVP. We all thank you for that, and especially Dr. Surendran. And also, this is a very special moment for us as well, because this is the first time that we have received this type of invitation. So it is a very special moment for us as well. And also, I believe that these kind of activities would help to build the mutual understanding. Inviting for us for this meeting that helps to build our mutual understanding between the communities, which is most important in the current political context. Secondly, I see a huge progressive leap of a change in this meeting, which means changing the name, even the PLOTE, to DPLF. It is a significant change. And I highly appreciate the courage you had to make this kind of change. And that it encouraged wider group of the community to work along with you. And thank you for that. We, the JVP party, brutally suppressed 2 times in Sri Lankan history. Once, it was 1971. Dr. Surendran mentioned that about 3,000, but according to the statistics and the Amnesty International, it's about 10,000 people have brutally tortured, brutally killed in 1971. And also after that, for the second time, in 1988 and 1989, about more than 60,000 people, according to the records, have been killed within the 2 years of the period. That was a carnage. And so, as JVP, we understand your pain. We understand your feelings. So we have gone through this for 2 times. So we understand. And we would like to join with you at this memorable evening with the relatives and the loved ones and the families to share their feelings with us. Who are we remembering today? The people who have sacrificed their lives for a common cause rather than a personal benefit. Those are the people we are remembering today here. They may come from north, south, east, west. They may speak Sinhalese, Tamils, or whatever the language they speak, whatever the religion they believe. Those people have sacrificed their life for a common cause, not for their personal benefit. They have sacrificed their lives. Those are the people we sacrifice today. Who are they? They are the sons and the daughters of the farmers. They are not rich people. They don't come from wealthy families. And they are the sons and daughters of the farmers. And they are the sons and daughters of the unemployed who have come from unprivileged backgrounds. And some of them are the university students. And also, we should not forget that there were so many young people who have joined armed forces just to look after their families, have lost their lives. And who are they? Are they rich people? Are they come from wealthy families? Millionaires' sons or daughters? No, they are just like us. Those are the people who have lost their lives. And regardless of wherever they come from, which cause they have sacrificed, There might be different causes, but which cause they have sacrificed, they all belongs to the same economic social group. And they are the sons and daughters of the mother of Sri Lanka. They are all sons and daughters. That's the son of sons and daughters. We have lost our motherland. The hunger the Tamil people feel is no different to the hunger that the Sinhalese people feel. The pain you are going through is no different to the pain that the Muslim or Sinhalese people are going through. It's exactly the same. And the health issues that you are facing in North and East are no different to the Sinhalese feel in South area. We were talking with one of the comrades that you have brought to the last one of those meetings, and he is a charity member, and he was talking about the toilet issues in North area. And he is collecting money for the toilets in North area. But you, some of you, I'm not mentioning you means you are here today present, but majority of the Tamils in North and East believe that the Sinhalese have a very comfortable life in South. But the president who came from Hambantota district, who has ruled our country for 10 years, and there are people in Hambantota without no toilet. That's the exactly same experience we both are sharing. And we are no different. And even by our appearances, there is no different. We are no different. Sometimes people ask from me, Ninga Tamila. They ask from me. But there is no difference. Even physical differences we can't find.
Genetically proved.
So health issues, is that different to Sinhalese or the Tamils or the Muslims? No. Dengue mosquitoes, do they choose the people? This is a Tamil, this is Muslim, this is Islam, this is Hindu. They don't choose. And a chronic disease just like kidney issues, which is spreading in northeast area, they're not selecting the people. So we have got health issues, equal problems for everybody. Unemployment, is that different to you or different to us? It's exactly the same. But unfortunately we are separate. We all are separated. We separate according to our ethnicities. We are separated according to our religions. We are separated according to our castes. And the profession, do you want to know if they were plucking the coconuts, or the making toddy, or doing the farming, or you want to know that? We are separated. And you want to know where they come from. Even if there is a Tamil, you want to know, is he from Bajikalo or Jaffna or from Island? You want to know that. We are separated. And also these remembrances. And how many remembrances we had to commemorate these people, to remember these people. Tello had a commemoration last week, and we are having another commemoration over here by DPLF. And I'm sure there are many more organizers are organizing more remembrances to commemorate these people. Even the commemoration wise, we are separated. We are separated. And who separates us? Who are separating us? After the so-called independence, our successive governments have ruled our country for about 72 years. And they were unable to find the socio-economic problems to the Sri Lankan people. The basic issues they could not solve out. And what they have done, they have diverted the people's burning issues to ethnic, religious or caste problems. They want to know up country or south country. in Sinhalese areas. So these are the people, because they did not want to unite these people against them. So they have separated all of us. We have very calmly accepted that, and we were fighting all alone, all these years, each other, killing each other. And 30 years of war we had. And the politicians, they used our separations, they used our differences to gain the power and to divide us and to get our vote for the elections. This is what we have experienced so many years. We, the JVP, identify this is a system failure, not a regime failure, not a government failure. This is a system failure. We have been changing leaders and the government for how many times? One after another, one after another. They were coming and going, they were same people coming and going. For how many years? How many years we have tried with that? 72 years after the independence, after the...
And we also took part of it.
Yeah, we have been doing that. And then, what the results we have got today? What kind of results we have got today? There are 5 million families in Sri Lanka. 5 million families in Sri Lanka. Out of those 5 million, about 100,000 in jail. This means every 50 families, one person is in a jail. About 100,000 are drug addicted, and that means out of every 50 families, one person is a heroin addict. And there are about 14 suicides take place in Sri Lanka every day. In fact, it is the highest suicide rate in the world. 8 rape cases take place every day in Sri Lanka, which means every 3 hours, woman or a girl raped in Sri Lanka. There are about 500 marriages happening in Sri Lanka in a day. In the same time, there are 200 divorce cases are filed daily. So this is the outcome after 72 years. As JVP, we would like to extend our hands to you all. Come and join with us. JVP is a party for all suppressed people in Sri Lanka. JVP is the only party for all exploited and unprivileged masses in Sri Lanka. Our party name is not Sinhala Vidudale Munnani. It's Makkal Vidudale Munnani. It's for all the people who are suppressed, unprivileged in Sri Lanka. This party is the party which you can win your rights together. I'm making this opportunity to deliver my message to the whole Tamil community who are living in the world. If you are still thinking of an armed struggle, I would like to stress that completely. Forget that. Come out from that dream. Because there is no space in this world now for violence. And it has been rejected for everywhere in the world. So completely forget that and come out from that dream. And if you are thinking, if you can succeed with the armed struggle, and if you are planning for that, that will bring another sad end, and it will be wounded the Tamil community even more. They are still suffering from the previous wars, and they won't bring any victory. And if you are thinking of a separation, I'm asking, from whom you are asking the separation from? It's not the land separation we are talking about. It's a separation from the other communities who are living in the same country. from Sinhalese and Muslims. Even if you win Tamil Eelam, I guarantee you that will be another Palestine in Asia. That will be another Israel in our Asian continent. And also, if you are thinking of to bring the previous leaders or a savior or a protector back, whom you have tried for last 72 years. And look at back and think what they have done to our country and what they have done to your community. They have taken your votes and sold it to UNP or SLFP last 72 years. And they helped them to make a king or a queen. As you remember, at the time, this was called, the minority parties were called the kingmakers or queen makers. After they have formed their government, they looked after the leaders. They never looked after the ordinary people who were destitute and who were needed help. And they looked after the leaders. There are so many widows in North and East who have lost their husband because of the war. There are so many children who have lost their both parents in North and East. And there are so many people who have lost their houses and they still live in small huts covered by the metal sheet for 11 years. And this is the situation. And this is what you have given by these leaders. And I'm asking, are you still trying them? Do you want to sell your votes to them and to take it to SLFP or UMP? And the Colombo government will look after only the leaders, not these deprived people. This is the time for you to think. Either fight alone and bring the destruction again, or unite together and win our rights. These two parties cannot take our country even an inch forward. And they have proved that for last 72 years. As per this government, 42% of the population live with $2 per day. It's nearly the half of the population live. It's not our records, this is the government records. According to their records, half of the population in our country live $2 a day. Think about their life. And what they have left us after 72 years, these imperialists have gone from our country. And are those people, we need to bring them back to the power? We have to make that decision now. I'm telling you that do not waste your time believing these culprits again. Do not wait. Also, do not wait for a savior or a benevolent leader to come and save you. There is nobody like that. There is no leader who will come and save you. There is no savior come and save you. At the moment, JVP is working with some other progressive groups, and they have formed an organization called National People's Power. Deshiya Makkal Shakti. Deshiya Makkal Shakti. And this organization has consisted of about other progressive groups, and we are inviting, the JVP is inviting, and also JVP is one part of that, and they are inviting for all the other progressive people to join with this movement. And it is not for just the election movement, it is just for to bring the power into the, organize the people and bring the power into the people and build a people's administration. That's what we need now. We need people's administration. That's what we need. That's what we need. And they are going to face for this presidential election, which is going to come very soon. And they are going to nominate their own candidate as well. And I would like to insist your leaders and the individuals who are progressive people to join with this and to defeat these 72 years culprits and bring this organization into power to build the nation, the people's administration. And also, before I finish, I would like to quote a small poem which one of our comrades have written, who was killed in 1988 and 98 period. It's a 2 sentences poem, but it has got a huge meaning on it. We all live in hell. You are fighting for a separate hell. We all live in hell, but you are fighting for a separate hell. So it is time to get together and come out from this hell. That is the one and only solution we have got front of us today. Thank you very much. Nandri.